In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to create and use public groups. We'll do this inside Salesforce, and by the end you'll know exactly how to set one up and where it becomes useful. First, log into your Salesforce account with a profile that can manage users and groups. If you don't see the options I show, you may need additional permissions from your administrator. Once you're in, go to Settings. In Lightning, click the gear icon in the top right corner and open Setup. If you see an option to open Advanced Setup, click it. This takes you to the full setup area, where all administrative tools are available. Next, use the Quick Find search box on the left and type Public Groups. This is the fastest way to jump directly to what we need. When Public Groups appears in the results, click it to open the groups list. Before creating one, here's what a public group is. It's a reusable collection of members, like individual users, roles with subordinates, territories, or even other groups, that you can reference for sharing and access. A public group doesn't grant system permissions by itself. Instead, it simplifies who gets access when you create sharing rules, share report and dashboard folders, set list view visibility, or manually share records. Think of it as a smart audience list you can use across Salesforce. Now click New to create your group. Start by entering a clear, descriptive label. Choose a name that makes its purpose obvious to anyone who sees it later. As soon as you enter the label, the group name will fill in automatically. That's the unique API name. You can leave it as is unless you have a specific naming convention. Add a helpful description. This is optional but strongly recommended, so future admins and teammates know exactly why the group exists and when to use it. Next, add members. From the Available Members area, select all customer portal users and move it to the Selected Members list. This ensures the group includes your portal user base. If you need to, you can also include additional available members, such as specific users, roles, or other groups, by selecting them and moving them over. The goal is to capture everyone who should be treated the same way for sharing. When everything looks good, click Save. Your public group is now ready to use. You can reference it in sharing settings when building sharing rules, share report or dashboard folders with the group instead of individual users, set list view visibility to the group, or use it for manual record sharing. This saves time, improves consistency, and reduces maintenance as your team grows. That's it for creating and using public groups in Salesforce. If you found this helpful, subscribe for more.